as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's got his big tight end here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Now Hill to return it.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tua wants to throw it on second down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught.
Well, timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Ryland up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And that is incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now the rookie's free.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
is in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
44.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the Dolphin first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Number one. Hey, come on two.
Again, it's Achane.
20. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run. Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Got his man, Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stroud now on second down. That is caught by Dell.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Breaks through the contact. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Texans 14.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready?
Here's Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 14.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Stroud working out of the gun.
It's caught. Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They could not
cannot contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On second down, Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Tua to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Tua now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Houston. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run for it with Achane. And a pretty good burst first there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And the Dolphin first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running right on the option is Tua.
And he stopped immediately there.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texan 16. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Miami.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang on.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Okay,
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on
on 4th. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Second and 10. Here's Stroud. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Vaughn. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's Hill, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
All right.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Vaughn is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Ryland on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 48, Texans 14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stringer. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
31-yard line.
19 Tiger. Cowboy 80.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff left side, Pierce. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt, Charles.